Zachary Rodriguez. I live in Morgantown, West Virginia. I think the best thing about being an uncle is realizing that I could be a father. I think it's harder to imagine that when you see children everywhere and they have no relationship to you, or they don't need you for anything, and you have no responsibility to these children, so they mean nothing. And they're faceless millions. But then when you're an uncle or your siblings have a child, there's a weird connection that takes place, I think. And parts of you warm up and parts of you come out that you didn't think actually existed. One of them being, you could be a father. So I think that's part of it. Red Vines, definitely, because Twizzlers is a really... Twizzlers are the ones that aren't stringy. Yeah. There are people who are calling themselves Twizzlers, and there are people who are calling themselves grapevine candy? Vine candy? And then the only benefit to a Twizzler is that you can cut it in half and it has a hollow thing in the middle, so you can suck up stuff through the straw like soda and then kind of double the sugar intake if you want. But then you'll lose the whole attraction to the Twizzler, because a Twizzler is something you can take apart. So I think I'm going to go with Vine Candy as if it was a Twizzler. It's probably the texture. The texture, while I can swallow it and chew it, almost instantaneously I can feel it in my throat and in my stomach, this sort of nausea. It goes away really quickly if I only eat a mushroom, and it slides down the old palate into the old bottomless pit inside of me. But if I eat like a lot of mushrooms, then my stomach and the whole digestion tract is like, what? We told you we don't like this, and why do you continue to put this down? Like, just throw up everywhere, so it's sort of horrible. I think I have to charge it every day because these is the internets and all that data. It sucks the battery dry, and I use it for driving. So I'll definitely charge it once a day. They do have the best team in baseball, but I don't know. I think baseball is for people who have had a stroke or are going to have a stroke soon. So, I mean, for those people, the Cubs won 4 years ago. Part of my dad is my role model, and his legs. The other part is my mom. I have her arms. She's 5'3" and my dad's 6'5", so I have these really huge feet and legs and tiny arms. I always wanted to be a shepherd. I wanted to tend flock. And then there were no shepherds in and out of New York. So then I settled on tax accountant, because that's where the money comes in, and you're always needed. It's going to be a good job. So yeah, tax accountant. Particularly corporate auditing. Do small business stuff, but I prefer major auditing, so this requires being part of the Big Four. Big Four: KPMG, Deloitte, Irving & Young, and PricewaterhouseCoopers four biggest accounting firms in the world. They manage most of the tax, accounting, auditing, some consulting for major corporations all over the United States. And I just want to be part of that atmosphere because I've noticed that they have great benefits, high salaries, they do volunteer days so that you can go out and spread your tax knowledge to the underprivileged people or overprivileged people, however you want to disseminate that information. So my favorite ocean is the Indian Ocean, mostly because I've never been in the Indian Ocean. So there's a sort of allure to it. People talk about I think it's the Arctic Ocean, and that's the one you gotta go to, as if, who wants to be freezing? Like, whoever wants to go swimming cold? Maybe people in the north, but they're already in the cold, so how can you go swimming in cold when you're cold? It's like asking Mr. Freeze to jump in a hot tub. He won't do it. He doesn't like it. Same difference. Next question. Oh, why do I like the Boston Celtics? Oh, they're a championship caliber team. They've already taken the Cavaliers for the number one spot in the East. And as far as I can tell, they're not going to get it back. Go Celtics. This one goes out to J.R. Smith. You didn't deserve that championship. All right. Have a good night. Hasta luego.